Good afternoon. I got to have a chat today. I used to do these a lot more often. I don't do them every week now, but sometimes things come up. I think it's pertinent to talk about for my bench press docu-series on YouTube. So, yeah, we'll get into it. We'll get into the workout today. Woke up not feeling it, mentally out of it, dragging ass, if you will. I was not feeling well in the middle of the week, sick, and I'm feeling better. And so I don't know if that was it or if it's just one of those days. I'm not sure. My body weight's the same. I'm 296. I'm hydrated. Sleep wasn't great, but it was good enough, which JM has that good enough. I slept about 5.5 hours, which usually I'm 7 to 8 hours a night. But sleeping 5.5 hours for one night isn't going to kill my performance. The last meet I did, I slept 5.5, maybe 6, and had a great meet. So if it's continually 5.5, my performance will go down. But one night's not going to kill me. So it wasn't that. Hydrated, fed, but it was a rough workout. And mentally, it was mentally very, very difficult today. So. But I suited up, showed up, and I did my 3 near max singles, 425, 435, 445. They felt a lot heavier than last week. In the past, that would derail my whole session. I would kind of judge, like if the near max singles felt heavy, I said, oh shit. But I've been doing this long enough now, I know that just because those felt heavy doesn't mean that I'm going to have a bad session. It doesn't mean that the working sets are going to feel heavy. Sometimes the first near max single will feel heavy, the second won't, all 3 will, then the first working set, the second working. I can turn it on, throughout the workout. So I was like, all right, well, those were tough, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a bad session. So I did 390 again. That's where I'm at for my working sets. I did 6 reps, 6 reps, and then 5 reps. The third set, the 6th rep, was here. I felt it starting to slow down, and I really did a great job grinding through, and then I fought with it, and then I moved it. It kind of got stuck, and then I moved it, and then it was stuck, and I fought with it for a little bit, and then I couldn't. It drifted up towards my face too much, so I couldn't lock it out. I couldn't get, I lost my elbow position, and I couldn't lock out the weight. So I lowered it, and next set, 4th set, I did 0. I unracked it, took it down, moved it about 5 inches, and then, So get up. JM says, you know what, we're not even going to talk about this. Just put the weight back up, take a breath, lay down, do your set. All right. Do that, lay down, do my set. I get 1 rep. So now it's a thing. And he said, you got some explaining to do. And I was like, yeah, and I was pissed not at him, at the situation. I was like, God damn it, what the fuck? How? Because normally, if I'm gonna have a bad session, the first set's bad. Like I'm not gonna get 6, 6, 5, and then 0. Like that doesn't happen. So it's a strange situation. Because generally, if I'm off, the first set I would have gotten 4 or 5. And oh shit, I'm off today. I need to turn it up or just go home. It's not, or do something or focus on technique instead, not go home. You should never just go home. Focus on something else instead. But it wasn't like that. I did the 6 reps. And I did it again. And then the 3rd set, I almost got 6. I moved it farther than I moved it last week. And then I fell off a cliff. And I think it was the first 2 sets took more mental energy than last week. I think that I did a good job of turning up the volume and the intensity and getting 6 reps. I think if this session happened back in the fall, I would have not gotten 6 reps on the first set because I think mentally I wouldn't have been able to handle it, those near max singles and how I felt. I would have let that completely dictate my workout. Whereas now I want to find out. So I'm going to do my damnedest. And if it's really not there, I'll find out it's not there. And so those first 2 sets, they took mental energy to get 6, more than last week. Physically, no. My muscles are not weaker. And have enough glycogen in them, right? So, yeah, it was just strange to drop off like that. But it had to be those first 2 sets, and then that 6 rep was a breakthrough mentally, where it slowed down and I could feel myself pushing through, like, holy shit, oh, and then I was holding it for a while. I actually thought, come on, fuck, just lock it out, and I couldn't, and I think that drained me mentally. I was done after that. Excuse me. So we loaded up the bar with 315 and did a negative, 8-second negative. It was more than 8 seconds. It was JM 8-second negative, which is a little bit slower than a normal 8 seconds. He did one where he timed me and one where he did it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I go slower. We'll do it my 8 seconds." So yeah, it might have been more 9 or 10 seconds, but slowly just lowered it, and that was it. Just did a negative, didn't lift it, set it on the safety pins, got out, got it back up, did 365, 8 seconds, and then 405 for 2 sets. Just a negative, rest, and then another negative, slowly lowering it to his cadence. And that was gnarly. That was, yeah. Man, I've never done those before, and yeah, that was different. So, and that's going to be more of a recovery burden too. Negatives are harder to recover from. So, a fantastic session in terms of straining and work. I should get stronger from it, and mentally, I broke through a barrier, and then I think just exhausted myself, or it's something to work on now. Is okay, now I can control the workout. I can say, I don't care how I feel, I'm going to do this. And I did it for 3 sets. The first 3 sets were like that. They shouldn't be. The first 2 should have been just business as usual, clean reps, get in, get out, move on to the set 3 where you can get 6 reps instead of 5. And that's the one you're going to work at. This one, focus on technique, clean, little energy. It wasn't like that. I was getting before each set. So that was a good mental breakthrough, and then I just fell off a cliff. So now work on a 4th set, a 5th set, and then maybe I can do a whole workout instead of just 3 sets where I can dig deep and do a whole workout. So just more to work on mentally. All in all, I should get stronger from this session. I am going to change up my accessories. The load is becoming very stressful, and weight on the bar, the amount of weight I'm lifting, the stronger we get, the more recovery demands there are, the more weight on the bar. That's why, it'd be a lot harder to recover from a heavy deadlift than a heavy squat, or if a heavy bench, because some people squat more than deadlift. You can tell I'm tired, my brain's. So, I'm going to lighten up the accessories, go from 4 days to 3 days, and I was doing my 6x6 on my accessories, adding 5 pounds. I like that. I also like doing HIIT training, and so I'll do 1 set to failure, track it. Either once I hit 8 reps, I add 5 pounds. If I hit 5, 6, or 7 reps, I go for 8. I like that style of training. However, the loads are heavier because I'm doing 6x6 or 1 set to failure, and I think I need to do some muscle work still for my lats, my biceps, mid-back traps, rhomboids. I do chest-supported rows now, though, which hits every back muscle you need to hit. So, but I need to change the tempo. That's the 3rd way I like to train. I like doing the 6x6. I like doing HIIT. And then I like doing tempo, which is lightweight and longer reps. So it could be, I'm doing a lat pull down. I could be doing 5 seconds on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could be doing 10, 15. I'll go up to 30. I'm not at jam. We'll do a 1 rep. Will take like 2 or 3 minutes. I haven't gotten that far yet. But I'll get to about a minute for a rep. And I'm going to do that because I'll still get some good muscle work in, you know, hyper strength, you got to have intensity, and you know, it's hard to recover from. Bodybuilding is more about just consistently going to the gym, training hard, and just training hard enough to get an effect, and then it's all diet and drugs after that, pretty much. So I'm going to be not tracking the weights on the accessories, going in, doing tempo, putting the muscle under some tension for a longer period of time under a lighter load. And that, when I do that, generally my recovery, I start to get a little bit more energy again, because my 2 heavy days, bench and floor presses with chains, take a lot out of me. And I did switch from JM presses to floor presses with chains. The JM press, I don't do nearly as much weight as the floor presses with chains. So that load went up dramatically. And so I'm going to lower on my, you know, chest supported rows, hack squat. It's going to be, it's going to look funny seeing a guy really big doing that lightweight, but it's going to be, you know, really slow reps, going for a longer time of tension on the muscle opposed to more load. And then eventually the final phase, which won't be maybe 4 or 6 weeks, maybe longer this time because I'm stronger. Last time was like 5 weeks, where all I do is bench and floor presses with chains, nothing else. But I am going to cut it down to three days a week and do those tempos, and then eventually just cut out all accessories other than those 2 for a short period of time. Because yeah, as the load goes up, it's hard. I mean, bodybuilders you can go to the gym 6 days a week. You know, you can do that. Powerlifters, you get strong enough, you just, you know, you can't. You got to take a couple days off. And my bread and butter, with having hypertrophy still in the program, is Sunday. Well, now it's Sunday. It has been Wednesdays or Mondays, but bench, take 2 days off. Still stretch, do cardio, whatnot, but no lifting for 2 days. And then do floor presses with chains or your tricep day. Next day, do accessories, which will be my hack squat, row, curl. And then Friday, Saturday, 2 days off. So bench, 2 days off, triceps, accessories, 2 days off, bench again. That's bread and butter for my strength. And keeping the back work and bicep work still in it is doing that 3 day a week, 2 days after I bench and 2 days before I bench, just taking completely off and letting my whole system recover, because our bodies recover as a whole. It's actually not that hard to recover from just muscle work. That's why bodybuilders go to the gym 6 days a week. And bodybuilding training is easy. It's not their effort is outside the gym, of the meal timing and you know, measuring the grain of rice and the posing and the dehydrate and all that crazy. That's outside the gym. In the gym, you just show up, flex, put some tension on the muscle. That's it. You know, powerlifting, you got to make progress. You got to get stronger. And it's all about load. So I gotta cut back a day and go from 4 to 3 days. I don't have to, but I think it's a good idea to do that now. So I'm gonna do that, and we'll see how it goes. In the past, it's worked very well doing it, so I don't see why it won't work very well again. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Next meet is June 27th in Wenatchee. And it's like a month away now, or yeah, close to almost a month from Saturday. So be back on the platform again, and yeah, numbers weren't there today, but it was still a really good session, and that third set, the 6th rep, was progress. So I did show some progress, and that's what I want, is to show progress week to week. So. Yeah, I'm going to go, probably going to eat and take a nap. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will see you next week. Oh, fuck me.
Old man. Decrepit, gray guy that can barely walk into gym, and then I throw all this weight on this machine. It's a plate-loaded hammer bicep curl, and I'm pulling it up with one hand.
Oh, you're doing single arm with 60?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The most I've ever done is 75.
Yeah, so you come walking in,
hunched over, load up more weight than everyone else, and just fucking.
I know. It's crazy. Like they hold the door open for me and stuff. They go, here, let me get that. They run ahead. And they see me coming in and stuff like, and then I go in there, and the one joint that still works, I don't put them to shame, but I give them something to shoot for because they ain't nowhere near.
That's strong.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised. To say the least. So the strength that you're building in your prime here, if you do this right, man, you're going to be strong when you're old. In the sporting world, the thing that people do the least is stretching across all sports. It's the most neglected part of all sporting programs, aside from mental training, which is even lower. Make a perfect stroke. Stroke a little iffy on the way down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you got it. All right, we're doing this for the precision of our skill. Like this is your concert. This is your moment. This is your brain surgery. Like it has to be perfect when you do this. This is it. This is the thing we do. One rep at a time. Conserving your energy for the other ones. This is checking it off the box, but there's still a goal here. The goal is to check it off with the minimum of effort. Save your effort. Make this easy. And the way you do that is you have a perfect stroke. Up and down, same line, no wasted effort, none. No wasted effort, just straight strokes. Come on. Turn it up. Make it look easy. Put it in the rest. Alright, start resting. Start resting right now. Start recovering. We're going to need this recovery. But we're going to get it because we're not going to do any force reps, so we're going to be fine come the last two sets. We're going to be good. Put it in your mind that you're going to have enough at the last two sets. Pick up some reps. Get a couple fives at the end. How you feel? Acceptable?
Yeah.
You're not the cleaner the better. This is where your professionalism and your skill level comes out. You get 6 reps with the minimum of strain. Just blasting through, hitting the groove. This is where we see how skilled you are at lifting and lowering this weight. Not bad. Not bad. You're doing something right now that only a few men can do in the world. How many dudes in the continent of India are climbing under this much weight in the last 10 years in that continent? All right, this is our best chance for a rep because you're freshest. This set. This is your moment today. This is your big chance. This is the freshest you're going to be all day. Let's go. Pump them out. Let's go. 2. Let's go. 3. Good one. That was a good rep. 4. 5. Now come hard. Come hard. Go fast. Nice fight. You're going to make that. Nope. Oh, man. Excellent, though. That's a training rep, though. Nice job. It floated back on you. Is it going to be yes or no, Bo? What's it going to be? Yes or no? Okay, you got some explaining to do. Yeah. You know, that's what we're going to do. Yep. You know what you're doing. Oh, you're good at this. Let's go. You're good at this. Alright, well, maybe we gotta talk. And this is a good training tool, so it's good to learn it. You can do it on any exercise.
Okay.
Begin. 1, 2, 3, half, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. This is training. We're training right now. Hold your line. Make it a perfect set.
Ready.
Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice.
Oh,
You get the picture?
oh yeah.
Picture?
That was a good one.
You
Yeah,
get the picture? You see how it works?
that's hard.
Yeah, you see how it go by. I'm probably going slower than 60. But I'll give you a straight second count.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
I was going a lot slower.
oh, god damn. Ready?
So you better brace up. This is how I count it off. So we get some training in. God damn it. Brace up for the fight.
Ready.
Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Woo.
Well done.
Woo, woo, woo. Now I feel my shoulders too.
Yeah, see what I mean?
It's
Good
everywhere.
stuff. It's good. Now it